This video is going to cover the topic of percentages, and our essential question will be, how do we use ratio strategies to work with percentages? We'll start with a quick reminder that a ratio is sometimes written as a part to a whole. So I'm going to write it in fraction form, and I can write it as a part out of a total. And when I say that, I mean that a part is a portion of the entire thing, and the whole is the entire thing, or it is the total. Like in this example, there are 5 parts that make the whole, so 5 is the total, and 3 parts are red, so that's the part. And my ratio would look like 3 out of 5, or 3/5 of the rectangle is red. But what we're going to do in this lesson is talk about percents, and a percent is a part to whole ratio where the whole is 100%. So if I go back to this, right, this whole thing would be called 100%. That's my entire rectangle. And there are 5 sections in here. So if I take 100 and divide it by 5, I would get 20%. So each of these sections represents 20% of the entire piece. And because there's 3 of them, 1, 2, 3, we could also say that 60% is red. 60% of the rectangle is red. Let's jump into working with percents with this question. 40 is 25% of what number? When we work with percentages, we always know 2 pieces of information, and we're usually trying to find the third. So sometimes we know the part, sometimes we know the whole, and sometimes we know the percent. Let's look at which ones we know here. And I'm going to use this visual to help me. So we know that we have 40 is 25% of what number? Well, I know that 25% means a quarter. So we know 25% is a piece of information. And I know that this 25% is equal to 40. So we know that the part we have is 40. We know the percent we have is 25, but we don't know what the entire circle represents. We don't know the whole. That's our question. Thinking about our strategies that we've used with ratios, I can actually apply them here with my percentages. One of our strategies was a double number line, and so I know a few things that I can fill in to solve this. I know that 25% of whatever my total was 40. So I'm going to put those across from each other on my double number line. And I'm going to make this double number line just increase incrementally, right? This will have to increase by 25s because that's how I've set it up. And I'm trying to get to my 100%, so that's where I'm going to land. My bottom line, I'm going to count by 40s. So 40, 80, 120, 160. And by looking at that, I can tell nicely that if this ratio of 25% equaling 40 will continue and scale up to 100% being equal to 160, which means that 40 is 25% of 160. The next example is slightly different, so I'm going to use a different strategy, but I'm going to start by setting it up the same way. So it says, what is 77% of 250? So again, I'm looking to see which of the pieces I know to help me figure out which piece I'm solving for. And to kind of visualize it, this time I know that I have 77%, which isn't exactly 3/4, but pretty close. So I know that I have 77% of something, and I know this time that the total is 250. So I know that the percent I have is 77%, and I know that the total is 250. What I don't know is the part. This time I'm going to use the strategy of the ratio table, one that we've used a lot together. And so I'm going to set this up and fill in what I know, which is that 77 is the percent it would be out of 100, right? So 77% is what it would be if this were out of 100. But I'm trying to figure out how to make it out of 250, since that's the actual whole. And I'm going to use a little scaling. So if I double this, right, I can find out what it would be out of 200, which would be 154, 77 twice. And I'm getting close to 250, but I notice I need 50 more. So I'm actually going to go the opposite order, and I'm going to divide by 2 to figure out 50. And I'm going to divide 77 by 2 to figure out what the appropriate ratio would be. And that would be 38.5. And since 200 plus 50 would get us to our 250, I'm going to add these two together to figure out what the part would be. And I think I would get 192.5. So 77% of 250 is 192 5/10 or 1/2. Just to re-emphasize, make sure if you know the percent when you're setting up your ratio table that you're using that percent out of a total of 100, because that's what percent means, right? It's per 100. We have one more example, and it says that 200 is what percent of 1,000? And I want you to take a moment and see how this one might be different than the last two. All three of these have been a different type of problem, slightly different. This time we know that the entire thing, whatever it is 1,000. And we know that we're dealing with 200 out of 1,000. So we don't know the percent. So we know that the whole is 1,000. We know the part is 200, but we don't know the percent. I'm guessing it's going to be pretty small. 200 out of 1,000 is not that large. So it's probably going to be somewhere around here, but I don't really know, right? But I know that we're dealing with 200 out of 1,000. We have two strategies. The double number line is one and the ratio table is the other that we might choose to use. I'm going to use the ratio table. And just like the other ratio table, I'm going to set it up with part to whole. And this time we know that it's 200 out of the original 1,000, but we're trying to get it down to the whole being 100. So I'm just going to kind of work my way down. I'm going to do something simple for myself, which is cut both of these in half. And I would see that it would be 100 out of 500. That's an equivalent ratio, but it's not out of 100 yet. But then I'm just noticing right now that I could divide this by 5, right? That would get me to 100. And so I would have to divide this by 5 as well, and that would be 20. Since we want our ratios to be out of 100, this is where I can stop. It's 20 out of 100. I had more room in my table, but I didn't need it. I got to 100 and I'm able to stop because I know that 200 is 20% of 1,000. The your turn that you're required to try to solve is what is 20% of 750? I would probably use a ratio table for this, but you could use whichever strategy works best for you. Because of course the essential question for the video is what ratio strategies can we use to work with percentages? So there are a couple choices and you should choose the one that works best for you in this situation.